Just as you sit here on your mat, close your eyes and let your sitting bones be heavy. See if you can bring your shoulders over your hips and your ears over your shoulders. And just begin to scan your body as you sit here. Notice any place where you might be holding tension. And then begin to follow your breath. Notice with your inhalation, the front to back and side to side, filling up of the body. And as you exhale, notice how everything contracts back down to the middle. With your next exhale, lower your chin to your chest. And with each exhale, see if you can sense your chin moving back towards the chest, releasing the back of your neck. And then bring your chin back to parallel and turn your head to the right. And then turn your head left. Turn the head right. And turn it left. And then come back to the center and lower your chin to your chest again. And then bring your chin back parallel to the floor, and you can open your eyes. And take your arms out in front of you and open and close your hands. Make some circles with your wrists. And pause and go the other way. And flip your palms up and down. And just wave the hands up and down. And then bring your palms together, interlace your fingers. Draw your shoulders back into their sockets, and then turn the palms away. Bend your elbows in and bring your hands to your chest, and then reach your arms up and bend your elbows in and press your palms away. Bend your elbows in, reach your arms up, and then bend your elbows in and press your hands away. And then release the interlace of your hands, wiggle your fingers a little. And then with the palms facing forward, like we do when we're laying down, we're going to shrug the shoulders forward and feel the spread in the back of your shoulder blades. And then bring them back. Shrug the shoulders forward and bring them back. And one more time, shrug your shoulders forward and bring them back. And then hold on to opposite elbows. Pick your arms up overhead. You can rest your forearms here if you like. And then exhale to your left. And come back up and exhale to the right. And come back up and lower the arms. And slide your arms to the left and gaze to the right. And then slide your arms to the right, gaze to the left. And then just make some circles with your arms. And then And pause and take the arms out in front of you. Refold the arms, take them up again. And then lean to your right. And come up and lean to the left. And come up and then lower the arms again. Make some circles in the other direction. And then bring your hands to your knees and round your back. Lift your chest and round your back. Lift your chest and round your back. And lift your chest. Take your left arm up and bend your elbow. Take your hand to behind your back and then take the right arm. Stretch your triceps. And then bring your arm down and bring it across the body to stretch the back of the shoulder. And then come back, reach up with your right arm, bend the elbow. And then take hold of the right elbow with the left hand, stretch the triceps. Bring the arm down and take it across the body. And then come back to the center and reach your arms up. Turn your palms, exhale and release. Whoops. Reach your arms up. Turn your palms, exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up. Turn your palms, exhale and release. Reach up with your left arm. Walk out to the right side. And come up and reach up with the right arm. Walk out to the left. And come back up. And then let's do it one more time on each side. Reach up with your left arm. Walk out to the right. And then reach up with the right arm. Walk out to the left. And then come back up. Roll your shoulders. And reverse. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale with a hop. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. And then take your left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you. Draw the navel in, soften your lower back, and with your exhale, twist ribs, chest, and shoulders, and keep your chin in line with your chest. And then come back to the middle, take the right hand to the left knee, left hand behind you, and draw the navel in, soften the lower back, and twist ribs, chest, and shoulders. And then come back to the center and once again round your back and lift your chest, round your back, lift your chest and round your back and lift your chest, and then take your legs out in front of you. If you're sitting up on something, you can come down off of it. I'm going to slide my bolster aside and slide your heels. Tap the backs of your legs. And then scrunch and spread your toes. And then point and flex your feet. Make some circles with your ankles. And pause and then go the other way. And pause, bring your big toes together. And pinky toes to the floor and just windshield wipe your feet. And once again, slide your heels, tap the backs of your legs. And then come to sit in Dandasana. So hands are next to your hips. Press gently through the balls of your feet. Draw your kneecaps up to engage your thighs so your thighs are nice and firm. And then lift your heart. And now just come forward. Keep your neck in line with your spine so your gaze is down at the floor, right between your calves. And then walk yourself up, take your hands behind you, bring the soles of your feet together for Baddha Konasana. And then take the legs long again and tap the knees. And once again, hinge forward from Dandasana, hinge forward. And then come back up, take your legs wide, and roll the thigh flesh down towards the floor. And walk yourself forward. Walk yourself up and turn towards your left leg, fold forward, and stretch through your right arm. And then walk yourself up, turn towards your right leg, fold forward, and stretch through the left arm. And then walk yourself back to the center. Bring the soles of your feet together again for Baddha Konasana. And then take your legs long and maybe slightly wider than hip distance, and then come forward. Press into your legs, lift up your chest, and draw the backwards forward. And then walk yourself up. Hold on behind your right knee. Good. And then turn towards your right leg, or towards your bent knee, sorry. I guess it's the right leg. And then come back and twist towards your straight leg. Come back to the middle and fold forward. Hold on to your ankle with your hand, and then inhale, reach up with the right arm and lower. Inhale, reach up and lower. And inhale, reach up and exhale, lower. Take your right hand to the outside of your left foot or your left shin, wherever you can reach. And then take your left hand behind you or right next to your hip. Press your fingertips into the floor, lift up your chest, and then do a gentle turn towards the left. Come back to the center, walk yourself up. Take your right leg and cross it over the left. And then wrap your left arm around the front of the right leg and take your right hand behind you and twist. And come back to the center, slide your heels, and then hold on behind your left knee. Bring the left knee into the right thigh. Remember, if your knee is up high, take a block and put the block underneath your knee so that it's not just sort of dangling out there on its own. And then turn towards your bent knee. And turn towards your straight leg. Come back to the center and fold forward. And then hold on to your ankle with your hand. Reach up with your left arm and lower. Inhale, reach up and lower. And inhale, reach up. Exhale and lower. And then take the left hand to the outside of the right foot or your right shin. Take your right hand either just behind your hip or right next to your hip. Press into the floor, lift up your chest, and then do a soft turn towards the left, towards the right. And then come back to the center, walk yourself up. Take your legs out in front of you. Slide your heels, tap the backs of your legs. And then let's come to all fours. So bring your hands underneath your knees, hands underneath your shoulders, and your knees underneath your hips. And press into the floor, round your back, draw your navel up and in, and really press into the floor to get a nice spread between your shoulder blades. And then inhale and come forward. And round your back. and lift your chest and round your back. Lift your chest and then come to a neutral spine. Take your right arm and left leg and lift them up. Keep your gaze at the floor and then lower. And then take the left arm and right leg up and lower. Right arm, left leg. Bring your elbow to your knee and reach. Elbow to knee and reach. Elbow to knee. Reach. Elbow to knee. Reach and elbow to knee. Reach and hold. And then lower down. Take the left arm and right leg up. Elbow to knee and reach. Elbow to knee. Reach. Elbow to knee. Reach. Elbow to knee. Reach. And last one. Elbow to knee. Reach and hold. And then bring your hand and your knee back down to the floor. Bring your big toes together. Take a block. Press your hips back. Let your forehead rest on the block. And then slowly roll up. So Diane, for you, you can come up onto your knees, or anybody else that finds being back on their knees a little bit too much. So for those of you who are going to stand on your knees, roll your shoulders back, interlace your hands, and press the knuckles down to the floor. For the rest of us, take your shoulders back and down, hold on to the back of your mat, and draw your inner elbows forward and pull the mat away. And then everybody can release, come back to table and round your back. And then come to a neutral spine. Take your blocks to the top of your mat. And then let's just do our butt blasters. So take your block, your weight, bring it behind your left knee. Squeeze the knee and the calf together, and then take your leg up to parallel. Remember, we're going to do 15 reps, but if it feels like it's too much for you, stop wherever it feels comfortable, okay? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then bring that knee back and take your weight behind the right knee. Squeeze the knee together. Take the leg up. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And you can set your weights to the front of your mat. Take a couple of breaths. And then step your left foot forward. And bring the foot right between the blocks. So have your blocks on either side of your left ankle. Make sure your knee is over the ankle. And use your blocks at the height that works best for you. Scoot your right leg back. Press into your blocks and lift up your chest. And now slide your hips back, straighten your left leg. Remember, you can walk your blocks back with you to help extend the leg. So if you keep a bend in your knee, it kind of contraindicates stretching the hamstring. So you definitely want to be able to get the leg straight to help stretch the hamstring. And then come forward, press and lift. And one more time, slide the hips back. And then come forward. Take your weights. And hold the weights underneath your thigh. You want to have a slight bend in the torso. And then we're just going to do some reverse flies. So here we go. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then lower the weights down. Step your left foot back. Bring your hands to the tops of your blocks and slide your hips back. And just let your head rest right between your upper arms. And then come forward. Step your right foot forward. And press into your blocks. Lift up your chest. Slide your hips back, straighten your right leg. And then come forward, press and lift. Slide your hips back, straighten your leg. And then come forward. We're going to take the weights again. And we'll do a few more reverse flies. I'm not going to do 15 because as I was doing them, I realized I should have done fewer reps on the other side. So we're going to do 10. So here we go. Lift and lower. Lift, lift, lift. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And set your weights down. Take your blocks, step your right foot back. Take your blocks and bring your forearms onto your blocks. And then press your hips back. And again, extend your arms. Let your head, your ears rest right between your upper arms. And then come up, step your feet forward. You can bring the blocks to the top of your mat. Bring the weight of your body onto the balls of your feet. And you can take your blocks a little bit forward of your shoulders. And then bend and straighten your knees. And then bend your knees a lot, like you're doing a ski jump. And then lift up. Bend your knees. Bring your ribs to your thighs. And then press up. And one last time. Bend your knees, bring your ribs to your thighs, release your hands to the floor, and then slowly roll yourself up. Take your arms up overhead, and then bring your hands to your heart, and pause in Tadasana. So with your feet hip distance apart, lift up your kneecaps to engage your quads. Descend the buttock flush. Lift the pubic bone ever so slightly, and then reach your hands down towards the floor, and lift the crown of your head towards the ceiling for Tadasana. Good. And then take your weights and hold on to the weights. Now I know some of you thought this was a little bit tough on the balance from last week, but we're going to try it again. If you find that balance is a little bit difficult for you, then just keep the leg behind you. You can just stay like this. And otherwise, we're going to lift up and take the arms out to the sides and then step back. Again, if you lose your balance, you can always just keep the leg here and take the arms out. Okay? So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whoops, 10, 11, and 12, 13, 14, and 15. So I just thought of another alternative. So again, you can either keep the leg back here, or as we just did, take it forward. The other option that you have is to lower the knee down. So you could do it that way. Okay? So step back now with your right leg. And this time we're going to do bicep curls. So here we go. We inhale, come forward and back. 2 and back. 3. Whoops. 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. I'm losing my balance today. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good. And then just pause for a moment. Keep your weights with you. And come to Tadasana. Okay, so we'll just do some obliques. So we start, we're going to just lean to the left, center, right, center, left, and right, left, and right, left, right, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And set your weights down and just grab a drink. And then come back to the center of your mat and take just one weight. We're going to do some side lunges. So we're going to step to the right or to the left and bring the weight to the outside of your knee and then come forward or come back. So step, step. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then we'll step, I'm just going to move a little to the side. So now we're going to step out to the right. So again, weight on the outside. 1. Step. Step. And step out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then pause. We'll do one more for the legs. Then we'll do some yoga. And then we'll come back to the weights. Take your feet wide and turn your toes to the corners of your mat. So we're going to do some plie squats. So have your weight in your hands. And then bend your knees and lift. Lower and lift. Lower. Lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. 6 and lift. 7. Lift. 8. Lift. 9. Lift. 10. Lift. 11. Lift. 12. Lift. 13. Lift. 14. Lift. And 15. Lift. And then you can set your weights down and heel toe or step your feet together. Let's come to the top of our mat. And press your feet into the floor. Inhale, reach your arms up and fold forward. Bend your knees, plant your hands, and step your feet back for downward facing dog. Press into your hands, draw your navel up, press your thighs to the wall behind you. And then glide forward to plank. And press back for downward dog. Look forward to your hands and walk or step your feet forward for forward fold. And then inhale, come all the way up. Reach your arms up. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step your feet back for downward facing dog. Glide forward to plank. Press back for downward dog. Look forward to your hands. Walk or step your feet forward to forward fold. And then inhale, come all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart. Bring your hands to your hips. And step back with your left foot. So turn your left toes out slightly to the corner of your mat, or to the side of your mat. Turn your right hip back and your left hip forward. Reach your arms up and extend your right knee over the right ankle for warrior one. Reach your arms up, lift up through your back ribs, and then fold over your thigh. And inhale, lift up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and fold. And then inhale, reach your arms up. Take your arms out to your sides. And then just step forward, bring your left leg out in front of you. And then bring the left ankle onto your knee. Bring your hands to your heart and bend your right knee. And then press up, bring the left leg out in front of you again, and then just lower it down. Step back. I should have probably faced you. It would be easier for you to see. Step back with your right foot. Turn your right hip back and your left hip forward. Reach your arms up, and then extend your left knee over your left ankle. And then exhale, fold over the left thigh, and then inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, and fold forward. Inhale, come up. Take your arms out to your sides. Step forward and bring your right leg out in front of you. Bring your ankle onto your knee. Bring your hands to your heart and sit back. And then press into your standing leg. Bring the right leg out in front of you and then lower it down. Bring your hands down by your sides. Take your blocks and bring your blocks to the back edge of your mat. And then step your feet wide. So at this point, your blocks are almost right behind your heels. And then turn your left toes out. Turn your right toes in and soften your knee. Turn your thigh, straighten your leg. Reach your arms out to a T and relax your shoulders. Reach up with the left arm. Cut in with your left hip and then reach over the back of your chair, imaginary chair. Bring your hand to your block. Back hand can come to your hip if you have a shoulder problem. Otherwise, take the arm up. For Utthita Trikonasana, triangle, extended triangle. Press into your feet, reach up with the top arm, lower your back arm to your leg, reach up for reverse triangle. Come back to arms parallel, reach back with your back arm, and then extend your knee over your ankle, warrior two. You can look out over the end of your fingertips. Bring your back hand to your hip. Bring your forearm to your thigh. Roll your shoulder open. And then reach up and bring your arm next to your ear if you can. Sweep your arm down and around. Come back to warrior two. And then reach back with your back arm, straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips and turn your feet. Turn your right toes out, turn your left toes in. Soften your knee, turn your thigh, straighten your leg. Reach your arms out to a T. And then reach up with the right arm, cut in with your right hip, reach over the imaginary chair. Bring your hand to your block and to the hip for shoulder problems, and then reach up with the top arm. And breathe. Press into your feet, reach up with the top arm, reverse your triangle. Come back to warrior, to arms parallel. Reach back with your back hand, extend your knee over your ankle for warrior two. Bring your back hand to your hip, bring your forearm to your thigh. Roll your shoulder open, and then reach up and bring your arm next to your ear if you can. Sweep the top arm down, around, come back to warrior two, and then reach back with your back arm, straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips, turn your feet, and heel toe, or hop your feet together. Okay. So take your weights. And we're just going to warm up the biceps a little bit more with some alternating hammer curls. Okay. So let's start with the left arm. Lift and lift. Lift and lift. Lift and lift, lift, and lift. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good. Bring your feet together. I'm just going to turn sideways so you can see. Bring your feet together. Bend your knees and hinge your feet, hinge your body forward slightly. We're going to do some kickbacks. So bring the arms up next to your chest and then just press back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Turn the palms up so that the weights are facing the ceiling, and let's pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then come back up. And let's do some, I don't want to do chest presses because we're going to do them on the floor. So let's do just some bicep curls. So as we begin, lift and lift and lift. Lift. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then just once again, bring your feet together, bend your knees, bring your weights to the center, so like you're doing chair pose. Okay, so knees and feet are together, and then twist right, center, left. Right, center, left. Right, center, left. Right, center, left. 5, center, left. 6, center, left. 7, center, left. 8, center, left. 9, center, left. 10, center, left. 11, center, left. 12, center, left. 13, center, left. 14, and 15. And then you can set your weights down. And then come to the top of your mat and reach your arms up, fold forward. Step your feet back and come down onto your knees. So hands and knees, and round your back and lift your chest. Round your back and lift your chest. And then round your back one more time and lift your chest. And then slowly roll yourself down. So turn onto one hip. Hold on behind your knees as you roll yourself down onto your mat. Rock your knees in and out. And keep the knees hugged into your chest and rock a little from side to side. And then bring your feet to the floor and grab your weights. So we're going to start with flies. So we did reverse flies, which works the back of your shoulder. We're going to do regular flies, which works the chest and the pectoral muscles, the pectoralis muscles. So start with the weights straight up in the air. And then remember, if you need to bend your elbows, you can bend the elbows. And then otherwise, you can just take the arms out and then bring them in. Now, if you have babs, just be careful of your shoulder. And then press your lower back into the floor. See if you can maintain that pelvic tilt as we move through the reps. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And now turn the weights so that they're parallel to the floor, or they're horizontal to your body. And we're just going to do some chest presses. So we lower down and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift, 5, lift, 6, lift. Keep that pelvic tilt if you can. 7, lift, 8, lift, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then turn the weights so that they're parallel to one another. And we'll do nose breakers. So remember, when you bend your elbows, the weights come down next to your ears. And then lift, lower, and lift, lower, lift, lower, and lift, 5, lift, 6, lift, 7, lift, 8, lift, 9, lift, 10, lift, 11, lift, 12, lift, 13, 14, and 15. And then you can lower the weights and set them aside. Extend both legs and extend your arms and do a full body stretch with a little bit of a pelvic tilt. And then bring your arms down by your sides and bend your knees. Walk your hands down towards your feet. Press your feet into the floor and the lower back into the floor by doing a pelvic tilt. And then release and press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release and press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release, bring your knees into your chest and rock them in and out. And then hold on behind your knees, take the legs up a little and rock your thighs into your chest. And then take your feet flat up to the ceiling and once again, rock your thighs into your chest. Keep the thighs at the chest, feet to the ceiling, and rock from side to side. And then extend both legs up. Press through the balls of your feet and extend your arms to lengthen your legs. And then bring your legs in. And then stretch the legs and bring them in. And one more time, stretch your legs and bring them in and rock in and out. Hold on to the tops of your knees and cross the left ankle over the right. Keep the knees wide and make circles around your low back. And pause, draw the thighs into your chest, rock in and out. And let your knees fall away, cross the right ankle over the left, and make circles in the other direction. And bring your thighs into your chest. Rock in and out. And then just take the crossed ankles up a little higher and hold on behind your knees and rock again. So you get a little bit different place on your back, maybe a little higher up. And then uncross your legs, bring your feet to the floor, extend both legs and extend your arms, and stretch, do a pelvic tilt. And then bring your arms down by your sides, bend your knees again. Bring your ankles together, bring your knees together. Press your feet into the floor, press the lower back into the floor. Take your arms out to a T. And then take your knees over to the right and your gaze over your left shoulder if that's available for you. Otherwise, just keep your gaze at the ceiling. And then come back up to the center. Press your feet, press the lower back into the mat, and lower your knees over to the left. Take your gaze to the right. Come back up to the middle. Rock your knees in and out. And then one more time, let the legs fall away and make a few circles around the low back and sacrum. And pause and go the other way. And then bring your feet to the floor. One last full body stretch. Reach and stretch. Press through your heels, reach through your fingertips, do a pelvic tilt. And then exhale, bring your arms down by your sides and you can prepare for Shavasana. So take the position that you like most. And bring your awareness back to your breath. And once again, notice your breath. Feel it as it moves through the body. Notice if there's been a change in the breath. And then relax your legs. Let the muscles in your legs descend and feel heavy. And then relax your hips. And let the hips feel heavy as the muscles release. Relax the belly. And relax your chest. Let your shoulders release down to the floor. Feel as if every muscle in your body has let go. It's just released and is heavy. Now relax the skin on your face. And relax your scalp. Now begin to bring some movement back into your body. Maybe wiggle your toes and your fingers and make some circles with your ankles and wrists. And draw your knees in towards your chest. And rock in and out a couple of times. And then slowly roll onto your right side and pause there for a moment. Take a long, slow, deep breath in. And a long, slow, complete breath out. And then gently press into your left hand and bring yourself up to come and sit in Sukhasana or any comfortable position. And then bring your hands to the center of your chest and lower your head, reminding us to surrender the mind to the wisdom that resides in the heart. And join me if you like. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, the pure light within you, guide you to your home.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you.